The opener was everything we could have stretched to capacity. Game 2 of the World Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. Steve Lyons. And Steve, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, and you see a really good start for the home side. They did what they needed to do in the opening game of this series. And the crowd, that made a huge difference. They were behind their guys all the way, and boy, oh boy, were they loud. And I've got a feeling that not much is going to change here in game number 2.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Cleveland Indians.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. What's this lineup got to do tonight to get a W on the road, Steve?
I think you're going to have to try to get on the board early and then don't let your foot off the gas. You've got to keep pressure on this club to not let them back in a ball game.
Trevor Bauer is on the mound for game 2. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, remember, he's not a lot of fun to face because he's got 5 pitches. As a hitter, you've got to worry about the ball coming in, moving away, the speed. He's a lot to handle when you're up at the plate.
And with that, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Dexter Fowler heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Number 24, Dexter Fowler.
Bounce towards the second baseman. On to first, and Fowler is retired for the game's first out.
Yeah, probably not an ideal at-bat from your leadoff hitter here in the first. You'd like him to stretch that count a little, try and work his way on base. Instead, he rolls over on the first pitch, and he's gone before you know it.
Into the box, Chris Bryant. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. And 0 to be on the beach in Hawaii tonight. 43 degrees at first pitch. Swung on and hit deep to left center. Back goes Crisp, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double.
Well, I'll tell you, as a hitter, and you know this, EK, when you get one, they just feel different. They sound different off your bat, and he got this one. Watch it. Arms extended, right arm tucked up against his body, barrel of the bat all over the ball. Hits this one right off the wall in left center field, and to be honest, I'm not too sure how this one didn't wind up about 10 rows deep.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he'll take a breaking ball then off the plate for ball 1. One out and a runner on second base. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees, 1-1.
Yeah, curveball, then changeup here on the first couple pitches. Now might be the time to see him run that fastball in on his hands. Maybe try and get this guy to pop something up.
A throw behind the runner at second. Back in standing.
Keeping an eye on him.
Bauer pauses. Here's the 1-1. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Runner at second here with one man out. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Well, that's a good confidence builder with a runner on base here in the first. This is definitely the man to worry about in this lineup. There's little question about that, so he'll be fired up about that one.
Ben Zobrist will dig in now, and he was one of the bright spots offensively in the Game 1 defeat last time out.
Yeah, he did his part. He just needed a little more help.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Yeah, guys, he's a very solid umpire. Well respected for the strike zone he calls and the consistency he brings to the job.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, guys, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. He knows how to stay within himself and come through in the clutch.
Jake Arrieta will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he does like to throw the curveball, and it's one of those 12-6 curveballs, a big downward break. We'll see how much break he has in this one.
With a moment now, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this former USD Torero, Chris Bryant, one of the best in the game offensively. For his defense, though, can play any one of a number of positions, but really settling in comfortably at third base. He's got soft hands, he's got an excellent arm. Very rare for a guy of his size.
Carlos Santana is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2 pitch. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Not only do you not want to lose this guy, but you got more trouble right there in the on-deck circle.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Chopped weakly to the left. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, and that's not always an easy play for a pitcher, especially when he has to barehand the ball. But luckily, he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control 0-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Yeah, lots of east-west movement here early on. That time, none of those pitches were out over the plate. Everything was right on the corner or maybe off just a little. He'll be fine if he can keep locating his pitches there.
Francisco Lindor will stand in coming off a great performance in the Game 1 victory.
And he really is the X factor in this lineup. If he can stay hot, they're going to have a good chance of pulling this thing out.
Into the windup and the pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Bryant has got it, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. After 1, no score. Kyle Schwarber will step in now as the designated hitter here in the World Series.
Yeah, and thanks to the All-Star game, we're going to have a DH in games 1, 2, 6, and 7. So maybe a chance for a little more offense than they're normally accustomed to.
Bauer gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him.
Well, I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. Well, pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Gets the call on the changeup there, 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter's going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
To 2-2 now.
Yep, 2-2.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Yeah, make it 3 straight strikeouts for him now. But what's impressive is that these aren't just any hitters up there. These are the 3, 4, and 5 guys in the lineup. And he went through them like they weren't even there.
Striding into the box, Javier Baez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Turned on down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Batting 7, catcher, number 40.
Number 40 takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Tag from Kipnis, and he's out at second base.
Maybe it's all in the mind, but it seems like the legs don't move quite as well when it's cold out, and he was out easily there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line toward the gap in left center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Batting 8, right fielder, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Fastball way outside, and that's to the backstop. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And this inning was going nowhere. All of a sudden, though, it's changed dramatically. A base hit, a wild pitch. Just like that, there's a runner in scoring position.
Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Mike Napoli strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
In tied at 93, ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
And this is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez. As he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting 6, right fielder, Lonnie Chisenhall.
Lonnie Chisenhall gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Wow, he is spotting that fastball on a dime here early on.
1-1, here it comes. Squared that one up just a little late. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. We'll move to the third with no score. Addison Russell Steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Yeah, that first fastball took off on him a little bit. This is a much better spot.
Bauer's ready. 1-1 on its way. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And oh, he definitely broke the plane there as he went after the pitch inside, and it's strike 2. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
And I just think this is one of those swings where you just get committed a little bit too early. By the time he realized this thing was going to break out of the strike zone, it was just a little too late to hold back.
Dexter Fowler will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and
Swing, and at 96, it's a ball and a strike.
That four-seam riding fastball up in the zone. And when it's up that high.
And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2.
Well, he doesn't look very settled up there right now, and I guess that's an easy thing to do when you're facing a guy who throws as hard as this guy does.
Third inning, no score to this point. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Chris Bryant reached base with a double his first time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, he was out front right there, probably guessing fastball. But now, 0-2, you can't be guessing anymore. You got to find something in the strike zone and put it in play.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
He did not like that one bit. Now, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Ready on 1-2. High pop-up. Lindor is there for it. And that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Coco Crisp will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
They're still searching for a base run. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
On the ground near home. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Smoked on the ground left side. Stopped on a slide by Russell. It's late. He's safe.
Man, almost a great play.
Almost got him after the great stop, but it's a base hit, and the leadoff man's on to start the inning. Number 30 will take his cuts now, and he is one guy whose bat has not made the transition from regular season to postseason.
Yeah, and he was so good during the regular year, but he's been a non-factor so far in this postseason.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Drilled down the line. Throw on to Rizzo is a low one, but Anthony able to bail out his man with a nice save there. Well done.
Batting ninth, catcher, Roberto Perez.
Coming to the plate now, Roberto Perez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion right away.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
Oh, and he breaks out the hook here. Good for strike two.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
And sometimes it doesn't quite matter how hard a thrower a guy is. I mean, if he can locate, he's going to be successful. The location here is absolutely spot on. Right on the inside corner. That's a tough, tough pitch.
Here's Carlos Santana now, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. The 0-1 delivery. And he falls behind 0-2. Pause, and the 0-2. And another foul ball. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Well, not a bad idea up there against a guy who's been fouling everything off in sight. You never know. Maybe he goes after that one, too.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more postseason baseball in Game 2 after this. Anthony Rizzo is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Into the seats, 0-1. Bauer into his motion. Here he comes, 0-1. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, you know, Eric and I like to talk a lot about pitchers keeping hitters off balance at the plate. And this is an excellent illustration of what we're talking about. Now, we didn't like to be off balance at the plate, but this is what you get. He goes fast, then slow, fast, then slow. They never give him the same pitch or the same speed twice in a row. And that's how you keep a guy's timing all messed up.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. And he'll try and crowd him there with a fastball to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Oh, that's what you call getting in tight with fastball.
Gets a small piece near the plate. Throw on to Napoli takes care of him. 2 away now.
This is a pretty simple play for a catcher right here. It's a nice pitch, and it looks like he might have chopped it right down off a home plate. You can see the catcher get out of his crouch, take it on one big hop, and then just make the good, strong throw to first to get him easily.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. Hey now.
I doubt he wanted to get in quite so tight with the hard stuff there, but hey, this is a guy with good opposite field power, so you don't want to just give him free rein to lean out over the plate.
That evens it up 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. And that misses 2-2. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Jason Kipnis is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Outside with the fastball, that's 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
The 2-1 on its way. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
Got him.
Well, some guys use the fastball to get to 2 strikes and then use something else to get you out. Not this guy. He works backwards here and winds up getting them with back-to-back fastballs in the end.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Just missing here, 2-0.
Yeah, a couple of close pitches there on the inside part of the plate. I don't think he could have done much with either one of those.
And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fat every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
And remember now, he finished off the previous inning with back-to-back strikeouts. And now he started this inning with 2 more. So he's really got it working out there now.
Here's Mike Napoli now. As he'll get a slider up that time, but he swings through it for the first strike. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Way outside. 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
2 out, nobody on. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
With two-way, you're just looking to get on base somehow, especially when this guy hasn't given you anything so far. So at the very least, make him work out of the stretch and throw a few more pitches here.
Jose Ramirez will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
1-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And oh, he can't rein it in. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. This pitch is popped up. Russell is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for the Tribe. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Javier Baez will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Bauer sets his sights. Here comes the first pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Slow curveball, like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Number 40 stands in. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
That is the hardest first pitch to look for because you just can't wait long enough. Not only is it a hard pitch to hit, but it sets up everything else you have.
Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Shallow center. Center fielder giving chase, but he won't get there. It falls in.
And you know, that's what they needed. It's just a 1-out single, nothing too amazing. But now at least you get that guy into the stretch and maybe give your guys a little hope up there.
Stepping in, Jorge Soler. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. Throw is up the line as it gets away. And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back in. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
And again a throw, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Hit to third, right to him. Kipnis on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Lonnie Chisenhall comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Absolutely nothing going on in this game so far, so we'll see if the leadoff man can get something going.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Into the box now, Coco Crisp, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret this is his favorite side to hit from.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
1-2, here it comes. Ripped down the first base line. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball. I don't know if he was sitting on it or what, but he certainly hit it hard. Unfortunately for him, right at someone.
Number 30 steps into the box. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Called strike 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
No runs, just one hit. No errors to this point for the Indians. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Addison Russell. The Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th.
Russell.
He looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding so far.
Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, and I like how they doubled up on the changeup right there. That's a good pitch.
Yeah, it's natural to think that the pattern's going to be slow, then fast. So you're right. That's a nice call.
Swing and a line drive. Foul. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
That curveball's left a lot of guys shaking their heads so far. I mean, I've got to think a lot of these guys are even sitting on it, but they still don't seem to be able to square it up.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. A solo home run there for Dexter Fowler. His first homer here in the series, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, we'll get another look at this pitch. There it is on show track. It's just a little bit in. Not a terrible pitch, really, but if you're sitting on that pitch in that location, you can certainly do some damage, and he absolutely did some right there.
Chris Bryant will dig in, 1 for 2, including a double back in the first.
Bryant.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and it's strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Looking for his 10th strikeout. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Well, not only is that 10 strikeouts now, but I'll tell you what, we've still got a few innings to go here. He keeps throwing the way he is, he can make that number really interesting by the time this one's through.
Anthony Rizzo stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
And with some of these guys, it's like they're in an 0-2 count before they even come to the plate.
The 0-2 home. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Roberto Perez will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just one hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
On his way to pitch number 75. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Arrieta into the windup, ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1. Here's a high pop-up. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Carlos Santana will try it again. Out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Very weakly on the ground. On to first, and there were 2 down.
And here's a look now at his pitches by inning so far. And you can see he had troubles back in the 4th, but other than that, he's been around what you'd expect.
Jason Kipnis will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Tap foul at home plate. And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
Hit hard to short. Russell has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. It remains 1-0. Back here in Cleveland, it's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Ben Zobrist will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Here's the first pitch to him. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Kyle Schwarber stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%, but that's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. 1 out, nobody on. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. So now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
Drilled on the ground is short. Throw on to Napoli takes care of him. 2 away now.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. And he just smokes this ball, too. But unfortunately, he hits it right at someone. So it becomes a fairly easy out.
Javier Baez will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. First pitch coming. Here it is. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Here's a hard hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. Pretty much right in the glove that time, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Francisco Lindor, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1.
This guy's kind of walked a tightrope all game long. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to 50% of the hitters he's faced, and yet pitching a very good ball game.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
Now in the box, Mike Napoli. He drew a walk his first time up. Arrieta's got his target. First pitch on the way. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
0-1. Here it comes. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. One and two as he chases the slider.
And that pitch count is 88 now, but to me, he looks good to go.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Jose Ramirez will get his 3rd shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not getting that solid contact that you're looking for when a guy's really seeing the ball well.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Another guy retired there. You see his pitching line to this point. It's phenomenal. Just 2 hits. Both of them are singles. He's hardly even been in trouble.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Lonnie Chisenhall. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
A runner on first with 2 away. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. They'll go to Baez at second for the force, and that ends the inning. Add another 0 as it's up to 7 shutout innings so far. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Cubs lead it 1-0. Brian Shaw will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Brian Shaw.
Number 40 will be the batter. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Well, 2 singles isn't necessarily an eye-catching performance, but hey, I'm sure he's feeling just fine about it.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Oh, and 2. Here it is. Way outside. 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Jorge Soler will stand in looking to turn things around. He's struck out and bounced into a double play so far. Not such a hot start.
Nope, not doing much to help the cause so far, guys, but there's still some ball game left.
And that's waved at and missed for strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. One out, nobody on. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor is there. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Addison Russell.
Digging in, Addison Russell. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
And that swung on and missed for strike one. Slow little grounder left side. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
The batter, number 24, center field
Dexter Fowler will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. First offering on its way. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Two out with the man at first. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Now on 2-0. We've got a fastball count, and we've got a good fastball hitter. That might spell some trouble if he indeed gets one out over the plate.
2-0 count, and the pitch. 3-0 now.
Yeah, it looked like he was well on his way to a quick inning, but now a hit and a 3-0 count have turned the tables on that idea.
Swinging away, and now the count will... Set. Here's the 3-1. And a called strike on the outside corner there. It's full now, 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Hit hard up the middle. Kipnis has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs strand one, but they're up 1-0. Leading off the inning, Coco Crisp, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at-bat could be huge if he can just get on base because they've been held in check all game.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Ready with his 100th pitch of the ball game. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Fowler has a read on it. He's got it one away.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Number 30 will be the batter. 0 for 2 thus far. Arrieta gets the sign. First pitch on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. And you can see on the graphic right here that that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
And it'll appear as though we'll see a pinch runner now as Rajay Davis takes over on the base paths.
Rajay Davis.
Roberto Perez will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
He'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Runners on first with 1 down. Quick check on that tying run at first. And he'll get back in safely.
Just checking.
The 0-1 pitch. And there goes Davis. Pitch is a called strike. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Oh, and you know, we see it so often. The running game can really influence the outcome of a ball game. And here, he's representing the tying run, but he's able to use that speed to take second base with 1 out.
Trying to hold the lead. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Now batting.
He knows his job is to hang on to the lead for his team, but with a guy in scoring position, he's got to do something to come up big. Not a whole lot bigger situation to come up with a strikeout than right there. He's fired up about it, but he's still got some work to do right now. He's not out of this thing yet.
Carlos Santana will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Hit out towards second. There's Baez, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Can't ask for much more than this. 8 shutout innings thus far. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. The Cubbies are in front, 1-0. And welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Rajay Davis will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field, number 20.
Zach McAllister come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th.
McAllister.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, Chris Bryant, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And not the greatest approach there as he offers it a pitch in the dirt, and it's even at 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Hammers it to deep right field. Chisenhall going back on it, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Yeah, real good extension on the swing that time as he goes out and gets that ball. You'll see the right fielder's got no shot at this one as it's over his head and one hops the wall out there. That's going to allow him to coast into second with an easy double.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Weak grounder back to the mound. 1 away.
Yeah, he might have thought about going to third for just a split second there. But with nobody out, I think the smart decision was to go ahead and take that out at first base. And that's exactly what he did.
So coming to the plate, Ben Zobrist. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. No reason to give him a pitch that he likes.
The runner's breaking for home. Oh, and the bunt attempt is missed here. And now they'll apply the tag on him between third and home as the squeeze attempt fails here, and there are suddenly 2 away now.
Well, you've got one job here at the plate. You have to make contact somehow, some way. Even if you just foul it off, that's okay. But if you miss the bunt entirely, your guy has no chance.
Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. 2 out, nobody on. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies, but they're on top 1-0. Jason Kipnis will be the one to start things off with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a 9th inning rally. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Arrieta's ready. Here it is on 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And I know he wants the shutout, but with his pitch count the way it is right now, a walk right here might signal the end of the line for him.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Zobrist giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
And he just continues to roll right along. He's working on a 3-hit shutout this late in the ballgame.
Francisco Lindor will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole. Hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. This is lifted out to left. Moving under it, Zobrist. And that's the second out of the inning.
And this is a situation where you've got back-to-back flyouts from 2 guys who really need to start hitting the ball on the ground. That speed isn't doing you any good when you're hitting lazy fly balls.
Mike Napoli will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Taking called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
Almost the final out of the ball game, and you know, we've seen guys get rung up for less.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw on to first. He'll be in time to get him, and the Cubs have gotten the all-important road victory here in Game 2. They even up the series before heading home as this one is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 1-0. Good night from Cleveland.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 1 run, 7 hits. They left 4 men on base. For Cleveland, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. The winning pitcher is Jake Arrieta. The loss goes to Trevor Bauer. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Progressive Field, 43,345. The Indians thank you for your continued support and remind you, please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.